Hey guys, this is going to be the third video in my series. I apologize for the audio. I've been having microphone problems, so if you watch the other two and then this one came up, audio is going to be different. Sorry about that. So in this one, really what I'm going to do is just prep everything to actually pull the engine out of the car. So just removing all the hoses and all the little stuff. I'll show you where all of that is on mine, and hopefully you can compare it to yours, and it'll help you out. The first thing I'm going to do is pull this front engine tin, this front part right here. There's 4 screws that hold it in. That'll just give me a little bit more room to work when I do pull the engine, so I'm going to pull that off. I have a breather box, which is this guy right here in the back. These hoses go down underneath the car to the valve covers, so I'm going to take those off. I've already disconnected the accelerator cable. I'm going to get under the car and make sure that the oil pressure, the oil temperature sensor wire is undone, and just do a quick walk around, and it should be good to pull. Now that I've got everything disconnected from the engine, the last thing I have to do is pull my exhaust system. So on a stock engine, you're not going to have to do that, but with mine, I've got aftermarket headers and a different muffler. I do have to do it just to get clearance enough to pull the engine back to the back of the car to pull it off of the shaft and the transmission. So I'm going to get that done, then we should be able to just jack the car up and pull it.
What I'm doing here is pulling the header bolts off of the head. So there are 2 studs on each cylinder, therefore 2 bolts that hold the header on to each cylinder. So on mine, I don't have the heater boxes on, I just have the J-tubes, so I'm pulling those off in the front and the back.
I jacked the car up to pull the exhaust, so jacked it up really carefully, have it chocked in the front wheel so that it won't roll, and I have the jack stand sitting on the frame for it. So I'm just going to finish pulling that exhaust, and there's 4 bolts that actually hold the engine in, and that's it. So those 4 bolts have to come undone. There's one at each corner if you think of the engine as a square sitting in the transaxle, so 2 and 2. Those get loosened, and then just make sure you've got a jack underneath. And I'm going to use a piece of probably 2x6 to set the engine on, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But I'm going to get the exhaust off.
So just a moment ago, I pulled those front bolt, or rather the rear bolts, rearmost bolts on the heads. These ones I had to pull the tires to get to on the frontmost heads. That would be cylinders number 1 and number 3. They're really hard to get to, but you can do it. I used a variety of tools, wrenches, extensions, but you got it.
All right, I got the exhaust out. There's my headers, and the mufflers over there on the ground. So next up is really just to undo those 4 bolts I mentioned earlier and take the engine out. So that's going to be the end of this video. The next one is just going to be how I use the jack and actually pulling the engine. So thanks for watching.